Good evening, everyone. I'm Leah Dixon from Port Coquitlam, British Columbia, and I am live with my Monday night card class. So tonight's not actually a class, it's just one card, but it's using one of my favorite Christmas sets, the Ornamental Christmas, which is part of the Modern Christmas Suite. I'm just going to switch here so I can see your comments. Oh, hi, Kim. Good evening. So I'm excited. These Monday night time slots seem to be working for me. I hope they're working for you guys. And if you can't watch me live on Monday nights, hopefully you're able to catch the replay. And I'd love to hear, say hello if you're here live with me right now or if you're watching the replay. So I'm going to switch over to my desktop and we're going to get started with our card for this evening. So this is the Ornamental Christmas Bundle. It's a beautiful stamp set, 2 different Christmas trees, some fun little background pieces, gorgeous sentiments, and a little star. So really, really beautiful stamp set. Hi, Cindy. Thanks for joining. And then the dies that go with it, I absolutely adore as well because we can cut out our 2 trees, but then we have these awesome, the star and the ornament with the ornament toppers and decorations and everything. A circle, which I just think is a great thing to have in any die set, and then the little star to cut out our star from our stamp set. Oh, Kim, thank you so much. Yeah, it was a real honor to be asked to join their team. And now I'm feeling the pressure of, designing at the level of those designers. Hey, Keisha. But yeah, being part of the Global Design Project is really wonderful. For those of you who are watching who don't know, I've just started as a designer on the Global Design Project. You can find us on Facebook and check it out. The talent in that group is just unreal. Now, before I pull in the actual stuff I'm crafting with, I just wanted to show you the paper as well. Whoa. The paper that comes with the Modern Christmas Suite. Sorry, that's so noisy. So it's this beautiful black, white, and gold paper. So we've got some stripes, some fun little dashes, some cute little Christmas trees, polka dots. Who doesn't love a good polka dot? Some stars with beautiful black and white trees. My favorite piece. I'm not using it tonight, though. But truly my favorite piece in the package. Some fun little, almost like little, like the dips on a tree. So you could like die cut your tree with that. Some beautiful little greenery, some mistletoe, I think it is. Fa la 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 la. And I think those are all of the designs in the pack. So really fun paper. Great for creating elegant cards as well as fun cards. So, oh, thanks, Keisha. Yeah, it was pretty exciting. It was really hard for me not for me to share it with you when I first found out. But now everybody knows, so it's awesome. Oh, Cindy, awesome. Hopefully that's better for you on Facebook. All right, so the card we're creating tonight is using this Modern Christmas Suite and specifically that Ornamental Christmas stamp set. And we're going to have some fun with it, though, because as much as I do like black, white, and gold, I love black and pink even more. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So I'm going to put that off to the side and we'll get started crafting. So I am starting actually with a strawberry slush card base. So really not a traditional Christmas color, but that's okay. And then I have a white insert for the inside of this card, and I'm going to grab some Bubble Bath ink and the really beautiful Christmas tree here. And we're going to stamp this guy in Bubble Bath pink on the white insert of our card. Okay, now while I've got them out, I'm also going to grab my Christmas tree die cut. So this is kind of the triangular shaped die cut. And we're going to stamp a bubble bath tree onto this piece as well. Now, if that's not your thing, please feel free to stamp the bubble bath tree and then die cut it. I may end up having to do that. We'll see. Sometimes I have luck stamping on die cuts and sometimes I don't. So we've inked up our tree. Now this one's not too bad because you've got the top and the bottom and the outline, and the stamp's pretty much the same shape as the outline. Oh, and then, you know, my paper doesn't stick. So I lost a little bit of my tree in the bottom corner. I guess I didn't actually ink that up properly. Whoops. But that's actually going to be okay because that part's going to be hidden when we put our card together. So I'm not actually worried about that. So yeah, if that's not your thing, doing that whole stamp on the die cut, then just stamp it and then die cut it. All right, so now I love to get bits off of my table. So I'm going to do a little bit of gluing. So we've got our inside stamped with our bubble bath tree. I'm going to glue that in. And yeah, we'll get going. Here we go. So Kim, I don't know if I told you either. I can't keep track now of who I've mentioned it to and who I haven't. But aside from joining the Global Design Project, we've got a whole bunch of things going on in our household. We're also we're in the process of moving. I surprised a few of my regular card class goers. They showed up to card class on the weekend and saw the for sale sign out front and freaked out. Okay, and I'm jumping ahead of myself in this card. Do not glue these pieces together. I forgot we need to do some coloring. I'm a little bit frazzled between designing for the new project, global design projects, and then packing the house and trying to figure out stuff for renos on the new house and everything. It's just been a little bit frazzled. I'm really glad to have a day off tomorrow. Go to a ceremony, do a little bit of shopping with my kids, and just wrap my head around things. So before I glue this piece of paper down, this is one of our designer series papers, and I've cut it to just a little bit smaller than 4 by 5 1/4 because this piece of bubble bath is actually 4 by 5 1/4. And so I cut this one so it's just a tiny bit smaller. And we're going to color it first. Oh, you got your birthday card. Oh, I'm so glad, Kim. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Your birthday isn't until later in the month, though, right? Oh, I don't even have my November birthday calendar up. I still have October up. Yikes. Kim, yes, not for a few more days. Next week. Perfect. I'm glad it got to you early. All right. I am staying in the same area, Cindy. Yeah, we're moving. I don't know, maybe like 5 blocks away. So yeah, totally the same area. I have got here dark bubble bath, and I'm not coloring the whole paper because obviously it's a piece of black paper. It won't really show up. But I am coloring all of the Christmas trees that are on here. Now, the nice thing is the bubble bath is light enough. It's not going to leave any marks. And because it's an alcohol-based pen, it's going to dry as well. So where it's not leaving pink, it's not leaving any residue color either. All right, so we're going to go through. The most important ones to color are, of course, the bigger trees. You can also color the wider tree that shows less, but it doesn't show as much. The pink doesn't pick up as well. So I'm just kind of coming through and coloring all my bigger trees. I will go back and give the other ones a quick go, but I want to make sure that we get our nice color on these bigger ones. Yeah, so lots happening around here. Life is never boring. And yeah, just kind of plugging along. All right, so now I am going to come in here and just do a quick run on those bigger ones. Oh, and along the edge there. There we go. Hope this noise doesn't bother you. Sometimes this noise of the markers really irritates me. All right. So just about done. So just a fun thing that you can do. I wouldn't do this necessarily with a dark color because it'll be too dark, but any light color that you love, go ahead and color these trees, and I'm going to give those bigger ones a second go just so that they're a bit darker. You don't want them too dark. I mean, I am using bubble bath, so I don't know how dark I can actually make it. There we go. All right. So now I have pink and black paper instead of white and black paper. Oh, thanks, Cindy. Yeah, so super fun. Okay, so now that we have our paper colored, no longer have a black and white paper, I am going to go ahead. It kills me to put glue on these beautiful stars, but I am going to go ahead and glue these beautiful stars down to my bubble bath layer. There we go. Yeah, and then I'm also at a ton of craft fairs this month. So if you're local and want to pop by and say hi, I'm going to be at the Riverside Market, like the Riverside Church. They call it the Market at Riverside, is their Christmas craft fair, on November 15th. So that's coming Saturday. And then I'm going to be at Amsterdam Gardens in Pitt Meadows on November 30th. I believe this is the first time they're doing a craft fair. We'll be in the greenhouses, so we won't be outdoors, but it also won't be too hot. And yeah, it's apparently their biggest Christmas tree weekend, and then they're going to have a whole bunch of vendors there. You're going to make it pink. Awesome, Cindy. So I like pink. I don't wear a lot of pink, but I love designing with pink. I don't know. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is get our next two trees in order. And both of these are going to be embossed. And again, if you don't like stamping on die cuts, don't. Stamp this on some bubble bath and then die cut it. I do find this one, though, what I'm going to do with it is easier to stamp on the die cut and get it looking nice, but you can totally do it however. So I'm just going to go over these with my little embossing buddy because I've been picking these trees up and got my finger oils all over them. So there we go. I've got both of those all cleaned up. Now I need my Versamark, and I'm going to grab the tree that matches the tree outline. So here we go. Ink that up with our Versamark and line this up. We'll see how that goes. Okay, I think we did well. And I'm going to just double check by actually dipping this through my gold embossing powder. And that will tell me how well I did. Oh, pretty well. Look at that. All right, now it's a bit tricky to hold on to because the image goes quite far out. But we got this. Woohoo. Okay, clean up those edges a bit. Okay, so now, one more corner. Sorry, guys. There we go. Now that we've got that fully covered, I am going to grab my tweezers. There we go. And we're going to heat emboss this one before we do our next one. There we go. So we've got one golden tree now. So really beautiful little design there. Love those trees. Now for this guy, I'm actually going to put a piece of paper behind while we do this because I'm going to be stamping him with this piece. And so it goes off the sides quite a bit. So we'll ink that with Versamark. I like to start at the bottom on this one And I line up the swoop with the bottom of the tree. And then I line up the swoop with the top of the swoop. I know you guys can't see it, but I can actually see the swoops here in person. And now I've just gone across my whole tree 3 times with that little swoop, swoop, swoop. Now for this one, I am actually going to pick it up with my tweezers and use my tweezers to help me dip it, because we have like no edge. At least the other one had a bit of an edge. This one has no edge to it. There we go. All right. So we've got our tree fully covered now in gold powder. I'm just going to grab the edges for a moment. And there we go. All right. And now we're going to heat emboss this one. Like 40 years of watching this, more than 40 years of watching this turn, and I still just get such a thrill out of watching gold embossing powder go from powder to shimmer. Love it. Okay. So then we're going to grab a circle here, and this is Vellum. Stampin' Up! Has brought Vellum back. It's Vellum 12 by 12 specialty paper. It's an online exclusive. It's a little bit thicker than our previous vellum that we had years ago, which I actually quite like. And I die cut this circle using the circle dies in our ornamental Christmas bundle that we just had. So I just grabbed this beautiful piece and die cut a piece of vellum from that. So I do like it's got some heft to it. It's not flimsy. So I really enjoy that. And we're going to attach our trees to our circle. And I'm not popping them up or anything. I will pop up my circle afterwards, but for my trees, I'm not. So you can just grab some snail, or I've got, or sorry, not snail. Oh, wow, flashback. Seal. And I'm just going to start with my first tree, kind of checked the border there, and just attach my tree so the bottom just goes off the tiny bit and the top goes off just a tiny bit. And then I'm going to grab some seal and put it on the back of this tree. Now, when I put this guy on, I'm putting them so that his tree bottom just comes off, his tree top just comes off, and I see some of the vellum on the side. And then same with this one. When I put them down, I'm going to tuck them under, and I want to see, there we go. I want to see the tree still barely poking through. I want to see some white, and I want his bottoms just there. So he's a little bit taller than the other ones. So that's how we're going to put that guy together. Now we still have some stamping to do. Kind of all over the place tonight. I usually do all my stamping at once. I'm going to take some strawberry slush ink. So we're matching up now with our background. Some strawberry slush, and ink that up. Now I like to do this not horizontally, vertically. There we go. Because it's apparently a little, oh wow, except that you should put the whole image down. Yikes. There we go. Oh, I snagged an edge. All right, well, these are just my little scraps, so I'm going to go grab one more scrap. These are like the little bits from when you cut down a card base, so I should probably clean my stamp so I don't do that again, but I'm not going to. Oh, wow. I am not on a roll. Well, I'm on a roll tonight with the wrong kind. That was so crooked. Okay, 4th time's a charm, right? Woohoo! Success. Okay. That's awful. So now I've got that sentiment stamped. I am going to grab my snips, though, and trim the excess now. It's still quite crooked. Yikes. Okay, there we go. We've got our sentiment all done. So it's just a 1/2-inch strip from like when you cut down to 8 by or 4 by 5 1/4 to put on the insides of cards. Now to attach this to my piece, I'm going to attach it here. I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to put a dimensional in the middle and 2 more just off to the side. I don't want them going off of my Christmas tree layer though. And then we'll peel those backings. And I'm going to put this down here right where my 3 trees kind of all come together. There we go. So now I've made, I think we used to call these like card candy. We used to do card candy swaps where you'd create like some fun little piece like this and then mail them off to people. And people would mail you back little pieces that you could then just pop onto a card and you're good to go. It was really fun. So before we attach this to our card though, I am going to put my dimensionals on the back. Now I'm just trimming up the edges of my minis to do this. And I'm going to put them down anywhere where I know they're going to be hidden by my trees. So, and I am using 4. There we go. So that's all good to go, but we're not going to attach it yet because I forgot to show you guys. In the modern Christmas suite, it's the stamp set, the dies, the DSP, these gold rings that I've never quite figured out what to do with, and then the black and gold and white and gold baker's twine. Love the stuff. We're going to use white on this card just so it kind of stands out a bit more. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a piece that will go across and back again and across again. So now let's trim that. And I'll let you know how many inches that is. And this might be more inches than I need, but this is about 13 plus 6, 19 inches of twine. It's probably more than we need, but we're going to kind of find the middle, make 2 bunny ears, crisscross them. For this particular thing, it's better to have more than you need than not enough. Because if you don't have enough, it won't show through. Because we're going to put this behind our vellum circle. So I actually want that a little bit bigger. There we go. All right. Oh, I barely got too much. Beautiful. All right. So now that I've got a nice big bow that flops out both ends, take a mini glue dot, take some seal, smash it here in the middle of our card, and put our bow on there. Oh my, the cat has come to say hello. Hi, Lucy. All right. And with that there, we're going to peel the backings off. And we're going to put this down over top of our baker's twine, making sure that our sentiment stays straight. There we go. And then we're going to trim, unless you don't mind it going off the edge, but I don't like my twine going off the edges, so we're going to trim that. So it's about 2 inches excess. Oh, she says hi back, Kim. All right. There we go. So we've got our beautiful twine now in the background, just a little extra oomph. And then I'm going to put some glue dots. You can use actual glue dots if you want. I'm going to use liquid glue and put like physical dots on my card of glue. And I'm going to grab some gold sequins. Now this doesn't come in the suite, but it's such a great addition to the suite. And I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool to pick up some sequins. Oh, and then it won't let it go. Let go. I don't know why. Sometimes it's so easy and lets go so beautifully, and sometimes it fights. All right. Oh, I got multiple sequins there. Yikes. All right, let's get a medium one. There we go. So there's 3 sizes in this sequence. There's a small, medium, and a large. So I did a large, a small, and a medium. And that is how we finish off our card. So there you have it, our pretty in pink Christmas card, and then our beautiful little tree inside. So that is my card for you guys tonight with the modern Christmas suite. Yes, she is talking all about the move. She'll recognize the neighborhood, so she'll be okay. She is an outdoor cat. She loves to be outside. So yeah, that is our card for this evening. Thank you guys so much for joining me and playing around with that one. Now, for anybody who does place an order with me this month, I have my November Crafty Collaborations tutorial. It's an 18 card tutorial this month. With some absolutely gorgeous creators sharing in that tutorial. And you get that for free when you place a $65 order with me. And I do still have a kit left for last week's card class to go. So if you wanted that, just fire off an email to me as well. And I do have those available. Or was it Jolly? No, last week was... Oh, the pattern tags and Jolly Holly. That's right. Those two together. So I do still have a kit left. So if you're interested in that, just fire off an email to me. I'm selling the kits for $25 or free with a $65 purchase. So did you get that one? No, I don't think you did, Kim. I can double check my stuff for you, but I'm pretty sure that one you didn't order that one. So yeah, just send me a private message and we can figure all of that out. And I will see you guys next Monday. I believe by next Monday I'll have my paper pumpkin. So quite likely that's what I will be demoing. Awesome, Kim. We'll message. Got you covered there. Okay, so have a wonderful, wonderful evening, everyone. I'd love to see your creations. And if you try this card out with a different color, I was also thinking it would look absolutely gorgeous in pool party and, I always forget the name of it. The soft sage? No, that's an old color. We don't have that. Soft sea foam. So really any kind of our lighter colors, our lighter pastels, even fresh freesia would be gorgeous. So if you do create it in another color, I'd love to see how it works out. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Thanks.